with Lolino before going into Club Corner and onto the Hamilton Straight, recently renamed after Lewis Hamilton when he became Sir Lewis Hamilton. As Lolino comes up to the line and will go second fastest with I don't see what it was, about 10 slower than Infratic. Here comes Formula Kai up to the line now. We called him a qualifying merchant. Is he again? Well, you know what? 25.8. He sets himself 5 tenths faster than Infratic and puts himself on provisional pole.
The qualifying merchant striking again. Less than half of the session remaining. The big guns are out there on that. Formula Cream, one of them, as is GB in that green machine of the Aston Martin coming through. Maggots, Beckett and Chappell. Potentially the most famous sequence of corners on the F1 calendar. Nick flies in the Papaya McLaren, jumps up into 6th position, just 600ths of a second slower than Ricky 03 in the Williams, who is a little bit slower than I imagine he would have been wanted. Coming up to the Vale chicane, a little bit of traffic potentially for GB, a little bit wobbly over the apex curb as well. If he can rotate it nicely, could be on for trying to challenge Formula Kai right at the sharp end. Round the final corner we go. 4.5 tenths shy, and actually it tells you how poor a lap it was, because Infratic has gone 2 tenths clear of GB. Yeah, some say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and he's certainly putting in some decent sector times at the moment. Needs to find a little bit more in the final sector if he is to eclipse the time currently held by Formula Kai. As the clock ticks down, Kai and GB are done. Kai, I don't actually think, made it to the line in time to start his final flying lap of the session. What a blunder that could be. Tom 97 through the Vale chicane and around Club Corner. Can he steal a march right at the end of the session? Yes, he can, and by a tenth of a second. Tom 97 on his return is at the front of the field.
He certainly is. Wanted to make a statement. He's come back and he's put it on pole position at the moment. It's only provisional. Formula Karim is going to get a nice slipstream, I believe, from his teammate down the hangar straight. If his teammate moves out of the way, this could be a blinder of strategy. He's 2.7 tenths up on his lap. His teammate, is he going to move out of the way? He is going to move out of the way. He sacrificed his own lap to allow possibly Formula Karim onto pole position. One set of corners left to navigate into Vale and then into Club. Can Formula Karim put himself from 8th onto pole position? He comes up to the line now, and he does. He takes it by 3 tenths of a second. What a lap from the McLaren driver. Mr. Dale has backed out of his lap. He's not improving. Infratic stays 7th. Razanshai only 6th. Can Loninoba or Meraki improve from 5th? Naguero goes 8th. Razanshai drops down. Alex Gillen only 3rd. 3 tenths off Formula Karim's lap. Here comes Loninoba. Can they do anything to improve from their 13th? They can only go 12th. And Mr. Dale pits Safso to the line. Where can they put their car? They can only put it 14th, which means Formula Karim is on pole position for the British Grand Prix. And here is your formation lap, ladies and gentlemen. And they are off the grid. That is a tactic I did not expect to see as they crash here. There's some brake marker boards already being taken out here as Formula Karim is spun round. They are looking for the brake marker boards, and this is where the chaos ensues as Alex Gillen has gone flying across the circuit. We have not seen the likes here in Creator Series as they are being chased down. We've only got a couple of people DSQ'd. There's another brake marker. They ghosted through, but they've hit it a couple of times. They're flying in front here as Ben's taking out.
I think Ben has just been taken.
Gone.
Yes. Ben falls into the shadow realm courtesy of his old sparring partner Alex Gillen. He was absolutely cleaning them up down the Wellington straight there, so he'll be disappointed. It was actually Loninoba that was the first to fall. How many have we got remaining? I think we've got about 7 remaining. Alex Gillen doing fairly nicely, as is Nogueira off-roading there. But he's clattered by Dak Gavitz behind with the absolute decking going into Cop's corner, and both of them are taken out of this. Safso towards the back of the pack. He is last at the moment. Got to kick out in front. Alex Gillen still lawn mowing, absolutely shredding all of these polystyrene barriers. I'm not sure if those ones count, it has to be said, but answers on a postcard. I've been informed they do count. And where are we now? That was very, very close. Alex Gillen again taking it out. He's got a Williams with him. That must be Hayden Gullis. Of course it's Hayden Gullis causing carnage, as usual.
And can Gullis take him out because he's going to gain so many points? Oh, there he goes. He's done an Alex Albon. I've seen that one before.
See you later, Hayden. He was taking a very interesting line there down into Stowe Corner. We've got to remember as well, the tyres are going to be an absolute state at the end of the formation lap. I don't know if drivers have thought about that at all. Alex Gillen could be on about 50% tyre. He's now going to get attacked by Hayden Gullis, but his brain is switched on. His brain is switched on. Alex Gillen pausing in the Williams, ghosting through him. These are going to be the penultimate 2 to return to the grid. We've got F1 Alex and then Safso, obviously the coolest man in the Creator Series, returning to the grid. And the calm before the storm has happened, everybody. We are returning, and we can all get our sensible hats back on, because this is the F1 Creator Series at Silverstone. No brake marker boards, no racing line for the drivers. We are getting ready for round 7 of the season. 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. And we are racing in Silverstone. Formula Cream on the left, Tom 97 on the right. Excellent start for the Alpine Formula Cream, bogging down slightly. Alex Gillen trying to make the most of that as well. It is Tom 97 that leads the way. We've got an Aston Martin going a little bit wayward, coming through the first couple of corners. Must have been GB68. Couple of lockups. Absolutely everybody missing the brake marker boards and missing the apex of turn number 3. Formula Cream still grappling to hold on to places. Formula Kai has come out of absolutely nowhere, and Alex Gillen was looking favourite to potentially lead this race, now down in 4th. Could potentially still be leading that race, although that looked like a track limits warning as Datkovitz is losing places. He's off at turn number 1. I think the Aston Martin tumbling through the field. We've got a safety car. Datkovitz has got -4 wheels on his wagon, and that is the first retirement. Must have been a bit of contact there between somebody. I saw him just plummeting through the field and off into the pickets on the left-hand side, and we are down to 19 already.
Tom 97 lining it up, and he's going to release it now as he gets back underway. Caught Formula Kai a little bit, and it's going to allow Formula Karim to close in a little bit more here. We restart on lap 6 as we've got a battle in the background. Looks like Lolly Noba's trying to go on GB into the first corner. They didn't make it stick, but will they make it stick into turn 3? They're going to dive it down the inside, late on the brakes, and they are going to go wheel to wheel. No wheel banging between the two drivers. They go wheel to wheel through the loop and onto Aintree. They're still battling wheel to wheel, but Lolly Noba can't make it stick, and going down the Wellington straight. Can they get them into Brooklands? They're a bit too far back. No DRS, of course, until the end of lap 6. Are we going to see GB go for another move into that first corner? Hopefully, for the car in front's sake, not. But Formula Karim just a bit deep into the first corner, and that has cost him big. And that is maybe the first sign of him making a mistake with no racing line on, because he's looked so composed so far. But too late on the brakes has cost him a little bit, and has allowed Alex Gillen to swoop on past. Maybe sticking behind Alex Gillen isn't the worst idea in the world, as here comes GB. Will he go for it down the inside of Meraki? Meraki brakes very late into the corner. It's maybe trying to take the defensive line, but GB wasn't alongside him. Is he going to run GB out of road? He does, but GB is nowhere to be seen. He sticks behind him for another lap, or does he? Surely not, GB. We've seen this before. Don't go wheel to wheel into cops. No, he holds it together. Doesn't want to make a Hamilton Verstappen moment here.
I'll tell you somebody that does have damage. I just spotted it coming out of left field corner. It's Tim McMurdoch, who I think is missing his left-hand end plate. That explains why he's just dropped behind Meraki. Out of the race goes Scott Taylor, and for the second time in the first 9 laps, we have the safety car deployed. He has dropped it coming through Luffield corner, and Scott Taylor turns us into 18 out of 20 remaining in this race. Very, very late. Or is he going to do the exact opposite of what I said? He is going to do the exact opposite of what I just said. Going early, trying to steal a march on a couple of people in the pack, and it has worked. An absolute treat. Tom 97 caught lacking a little bit, and we are going to start lap number 14 with Safso leading the way from Adam Sanderson and Nick Fleiss. Tom 97, F1 Alex, straight away picking up a 3-second penalty, not boding well for the rest of his race. He's the only driver that currently has a penalty looming over their heads, although there are quite a few drivers currently sat on 2 warnings. Very, very perilous indeed. F1 out slightly wide going into Village Corner, and wide again going into the loop, and Tom 97 is going to say thank you very much, snaffles that place easy as you like, and already up into 4th, and now I think he's going to let his teammate go through very, very easily indeed, and Formula Kai follows the Alpine through.
Will Adam Sanderson defend this? I do hope he does. Just for the content. Is he going to pull to the left-hand side? No, he won't. But will Tom 97 dive him? He's gone from a long way back. And Adam may not be absolutely happy with that. If that was Devon Butler, he would have done the same thing. But that's not. That's Adam Sanderson, and he's very upset with that. Of course, we are only on lap 20, or going on to lap 20, in this 52-lap Grand Prix. We still have probably another pit stop phase to go. Still, no rain expected. F1 Alex has retired. Safety car. And someone's died immediately in. And it's worked out brilliantly for the RB of Safso, who has made that work fantastically. And that is, I believe, the Mercedes of Ben, or Tim McMurdoch. He certainly has. And now, of course, some of the drivers on new tyres, some of them on old tyres. Obviously, a few of the guys that pit towards the back of the grid are on those new tyres. But this is where we are looking the sharp end of the grid. And Tom 97 has chosen a different place to go than he did on his last restart. as he will now lead us on to lap 22 of 52. We still have 30 laps to go. That's maths in my head, quickly. As Formula Kai chases down Tom 97 with about a 6/10 gap, as Formula Karim is just behind as well. Meraki and GB in the top 5. Lonnie Noba just behind GB as well, so don't count him out for any sort of podium finish yet. We are still a long way from the end of this. The fat lady, she's not even warming up yet to start singing. Before we get to picking driver of the day, is it 3 wide into Stowe? You know it is. We've got a yellow flag for Mr. Dale, but they go wheel to wheel. It's emphatic on the outside. Safety car here. It's number 4. It's Mr. Dale, who I believe has caused a safety car there. A little bit of a spin.
We're going to get the roll call going, though, now. Into the pits we come with the leading trio. Who's going to follow them in behind? Alex Gillen maybe trying to play a little bit of chicken. Tiamat Marduk does stay out. Tom 97's been disqualified, though. Ignoring yellow flags, and that is the race leader, the favourite, being disqualified. Alex Gillen's got another 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I don't know what we do from here. I have absolutely no idea what's gone on. Tiamat Marduk has stayed out. Safso's left the session, so disaster if you're driving an RB car. That is the 3rd time that Alex Gillen has picked up a penalty going down pit road. The reigning champion now leads the way. Tom 97 has retired, trying to surprise somebody in the pack, trying to split it up a little bit. I don't think Safso is back in the session, and this is a very, very slow pace. Tiamat Marduk backing the pack up. We used to call this an El Rey restart, but he is gone now as we come up towards Club Corner. Bit of a tail snap there at the exit, and we are underway to start lap number 31 of the British Grand Prix. We could be 3 wide down into turn number 1. Adam Sanderson on brand new soft compound tyres up the inside. Safso's getting bundled out. I think he is the AI cut. Sanderson runs off the circuit. Nick Fly's getting caught up as well. Safso back in the circuit, or back in the session. Tiamat Marduk has scampered off into the distance. It's a Mercedes 1-2 out in front. Formula Kai picking up places, battling away with the lead McLaren of Nick Flies, but Formula Cream around the outside of Mr. Dale to pick up 6th position. What is going on in the midfield? Safso still dropping places. Riccio 3 right at the back of the pack with 3 wide. Formula Kareem around the outside. Dale up the inside. Nick Flies losing places, hand over fist. But Kareem, contact between himself and Dale. And now Dale making contact with the Ferrari of Infratic on the inside.
What is going on at this restart? It's 4 wide in the midfield. It's a Mercedes 1-2. And Adam Sanderson, with a brilliant start, got himself up into second. He overtook 2 cars into the first corner. We got more wheel banging up here. Nick is struggling, hand over fist, but he's forcing everyone to go back. Dale's retired from the session. Is that going to be a safety car? It's another safety car in this race.
Adam Sanderson backing up, coming towards the Vale chicane. I don't think he's gone quite yet, but keeping not exactly a sedate pace, but a medium speed, it has to be said. But now he is gone, catching Hayden Gullis unawares a little bit. Formula Kai was the big loser. Formula Cream trying to steal a mark, got Infratic as we go through Club Corner. And we start that 34 with Adam Sanderson on the soft tyres, leading in the F1 Creator Series from Hayden Gullis, Formula Kai, Infratic and Formula Cream. Meraki, GB, Razinchai, Lolanova and Nagera completing our top 10. Penalty straight away for Riccio 3. Down in 11th position, Tiamat Marduk will be desperate to try and get past that Williams car ASAP. And Adam Sanderson has done extremely well at this restart, trying to break the DRS to Hayden Gullis behind, and he has already done it. Formula Kai has closed all the way up to the back of Adam Sanderson and very shortly should be taking the lead of the race in the Kick Sauber. There is Formula Kai around the outside. Adam Sanderson absolutely defenceless, and it is now Kick Sauber, who are dead last in the Constructors' Championship by an absolute mile, now leading with 17 laps to go here at Silverstone. Formula Cream holds 3rd, although he's got GB68 and Infratic to deal with. Tiamat Marduk sat just underneath the rear wing of Meraki and Lolinova. Scratch that, because Tiamat Marduk's got ahead of Meraki, as a Safso. Tiamat Marduk is up into 6th position, battling through the Vale chicane and Club Corner. He does not go around the outside. He tried, but couldn't make it work. Couple of cars into the pits. Tiamat Marduk is up into 5th position, and he's got the fastest lap to boot as well. Ben's managed to get ahead of Infratic. Razin is in the pits. Nagera is retiring. No, it's not Razin. Nagera retiring in the pits. Safso in the box as well.
This is absolutely carnage, but have you seen the gap that's increasing? Adam, I think, and Kai are working together. Well, they were, because Adam's now 7 tenths back, but he's now within 5 tenths still. There's still a gap forming there. Is Adam going to clear his 3-second penalty on GB and possibly get his first Creator Series podium?
Behind the ailing lead Mercedes of Adam Sanderson could lose a whole host of places here, as Tiamat Marduk is going to be the first to try and file past the second Mercedes car. Through goes Tiamat Marduk around the outside of Stowe Corner. Adam going to try and hold it on the inside. Formula Cream fancies his chances as well. Swings it all the way around the outside. That is absolutely picture perfect from the Papaya McLaren car. GB trying to make it a hat-trick of places lost, but Adam Sanderson holds firm in 4th position for the time being. Late on the brakes down to the Vale chicane, holding him in 4th for the time being. Look after those soft compact tyres, but he's got a very rapid for Pi McLaren. Closing in on him very, very quickly. Formula Kai is not going to be under pressure. It's Timo Mark around the outside, trying to hold on to second place. Scratch that. He's trying to take the lead away from Formula Kai. Absolutely sensational from the reigning champion. He was nowhere near him into the braking zone. GB up the inside of Formula Cream is caught napping slightly into the Vale chicane. There's just about enough room. You can fit a playing car between the wheels, and that is all you could fit between the wheels is the McLaren and the Aston Martin retaining the status quo and keeping the formation. But Timo Mark, as I said that he'd be content to stay in second place, scratch that, attack the best forward defence around the outside of Stowe Corner when he was absolutely not in the same ballpark. GB still having it out with Formula Cream in the first sector we go. Around the outside now, the inside becomes the outside. Can Formula Cream hold on? He's starting to struggle with his rear tyres. Through entry we go, and it is GB68 that muscles his way onto the podium.
And crazy does tend to be the word here. The Creator Series, and down the inside goes Formula Kai. He's back in front of Timo Mark, and that could cost him if that DRS is as powerful as we think, or is Ben's tyres starting to drop off so much that Kai thinks they have the grip through Magnus and Beckett's to fight them. They are recharging, they are recycling, they are ready to go for their last chance saloon. There is 2 chances for moves down the Hanger Straight and the late braking into Vale. Which one are they going to pick? Which one are they going to choose? And which one will grant them victory? Will it be the new victor? Will it be the championship leader? And will it be the championship challenger? Who's going to win this one? Here comes Ben. He's going to go around the outside. There's nothing Kai could do to defend. Kai is in big trouble now because Ben takes the lead in the British Grand Prix with a corner to go. Kai's going to have to send it. Kai, will he send it? No, he does not send it down the inside, which means Timo Mark will pick up victory number 2 this season, and he wins at the British Grand Prix. Formula Kai finishes in second, GB in third, with Formula Karim in fourth.